Oh boy. You know, we found this Saturday night. Max Holloway just got dismantled by Charles Oliveira. It was a tough watch, boys. Here is my official reaction to the fight. The UFC White House card reaction video is on the channel now, so go check that out. And before we get into it, the road to 5k subs has begun. Hit that subscribe button, smash all that like button, but enough of that bullshit. Let's get into it. As someone who is a massive Max Holloway fan, last night was an extremely tough watch. To see Holloway go in there and get absolutely dominated by Charles Oliveira from start to finish. And even, dare I say, could have got knocked out in the striking exchanges. It was fucking brutal to see from Max Holloway in this fight. I said in the build-up, Holloway had never fought a grappler in his career. It became to my attention around the start of the year when I saw this fight announced, because I won't lie, when his first fight first got announced, I should say, I genuinely was thinking, right, this is kind of routine for Holloway. I trust Holloway's takedown defense. I don't think Oliveira has great striking. I was wrong in both of those things. And I overestimated Holloway's grappling because we had never seen it. We've seen it against like Volk, Ilya, Ortega, things like that. But never against someone with a dedicated grappler. You know, Oliveira's known for his grappling. And he's such an underrated wrestler. Had just how good is Arman Tsarukyan, by the way. But I'm just kind of in shock here, to be honest with you. I've rewatched the fight twice, and the first round I was like, right, maybe it was just a little bit of a hiccup. Maybe Holloway's expecting more of a striking battle. Maybe Holloway just caught lacking. But as the kind of rounds went on, and Oliveira's kind of shots went in a little bit deeper, the kind of takedowns were coming a little bit more natural. That's when I was kind of thinking, okay, Charles Oliveira's definitely got this. And it's not even, there wasn't much confidence as regards Holloway is going to knock him out. Holloway can knock him out. It was kind of just became more and more impossible, to be honest with you, to see Holloway win. And the thing is, like I said, Charles easily probably could have won it on the feet, which makes it even just harder, to be honest with you, knowing that Holloway was kind of outmatched everywhere. Oliveira didn't really engage in striking, but he didn't really need to at the same time, did he? And this is a major setback as a Holloway fan. I said this before, if Charles had lost to Holloway today, and let's say Holloway looked unbelievable, I probably would have picked Holloway to beat Arman if he had stuffed all the takedowns, if he had just been able to keep Holloway off and tee him up on the feet. I would have picked him to beat Arman. But Oliveira just proved me wrong, man. Oliveira really did prove me wrong. He just looked incredible. And a lot of people are kind of giving him stick, not him personally, but giving kind of people stick who had said things about Makhachev, about, you know, Hamzat and things like that. Oliveira was at least going for chokes. Oliveira was landing elbows. Third, fourth, and the fifth, not so much. Second, he landed a good bit. But he was actually trying to do some damage. When he was getting on the backs and things like that, you could see he was trying to progress with his submission and things like that. But with like Hamzat and Makhachev, they didn't do anything in their title fights. Like nothing at all. So at least Charles was actively trying to progress. Charles was trying to get into a further damage position. But fuck, man, I wanted Holloway to win, man. I wanted Holloway to fucking win. I wanted new blood in the division. I got a little bit sick of seeing the old Charles Oliveira, to be honest with you, because he just got flatlined by Ilya. And Max had such a competitive fight with Ilya. I'm actually, like, pissed off with how that fight went, to be honest with you, because it was fucking brutal to watch. As a UFC fan, there was nothing fun about that fight to watch, if I'm being honest with you. I thought Holloway just couldn't get going with his striking because Charles was shooting in straight away. And whenever Charles did shoot in, I wasn't confident in Holloway to be able to stuff him. I wasn't confident. Before the fight I was, but as the fight went on, first round I let it go. He kind of was like in cruise control as regards defensive, simply because Oliveira had taken the back, and I was just like, you know, ride this out. Don't get caught in anything stupid. Don't try to get back to your feet too quick. Let's just ride this one out. And then Charles kept mashing takedowns. It was boring. It was boring. It was boring. Because you realised Holloway wasn't going to get submitted. Because Holloway has incredible submission defense. But you realised Charles' grappling was too much for him. I wanted more striking, man. I feel like Charles could have done well on the striking. But Holloway was also landing whenever there was striking. You know what I mean? Holloway was landing. And it was brutal, man. It was a brutal watch. I really thought Holloway was going to win. And I'm fucking hurt. I'm a Max Holloway fan, man. And it hurts to see him lose like that. It fucking hurts. We've never seen Holloway get dominated on the ground. We've seen Holloway get dominated on the feet and the ground now. It fucking hurts. The grappling was always a question, but I just saw Holloway's career. And anytime he was in grappling, I was confident. Because anytime I saw him in those grappling situations, I was like, I've seen Holloway come back from this. I've seen Holloway not get taken down. I've seen Holloway progress from these positions against Ortega, Volk, and Ilya. I just didn't see it. I didn't see it from Charles, because I felt like Charles was much more like in the Mateus Gamrot fight. Gamrot was the one shooting on him, and that's when I kind of thought Max isn't going to shoot. What's next for both of these guys? I genuinely think Arman Tsarukyan versus Oliveira makes a lot of sense in a 5-rounder. You could even headline a pay-per-view with that. We need to abolish the BMF belt. We need to get rid of the BMF belt, especially when Oliveira put on a fucking performance like that. There's no room or time for the BMF belt nowadays. The belt is a complete joke. You cannot go in there and lie on people and become a BMF. Like, the belt should be just completely stripped now. At least strip from Oliveira. Ilya should have that fucking thing. Why doesn't Ilya have it? Makes no sense. But Arman versus Oliveira makes... I wanted Arman Holloway so bad. Fuck Charles. Robbing me in fucking dream matchups, this guy, man. Fuck. How? Oh, it hurts, man. It hurts as a Holloway fan. It fucking... Oh, my. It hurts, bro. There's no worse fighter to be a fan of than Max fucking Holloway, bro. Maybe like Michael Johnson or Cody Garbrandt. But, fuck. Both of them are on this card as well. Fuck it, it's not easy. Oh, it's fucking hurts, man. And yeah, but I think Charles versus Arman makes a lot of sense. I think Max versus Benoit Saint Denis is a sick fight. Like, it's a sick fight. And I think both of these guys, I think both of them are no damage. Should be good to go by July. There should be no issues. You know, there should be no issues. Get your foot in the door just before after the White House card, I should say. And kind of get back in the flow of things. Because, fuck, man. Charles versus Arman 2 is a really fucking intriguing matchup. Just how good is Tsarukyan, bro? Charles seems to get a lot better, though. He could beat Arman. No, he won't beat Arman. I don't think he'll beat Arman. But it's a good fight. Very good fight. If I'm Charles, yeah, I'm honestly just striking with him and letting him shoot on me. Or do I shoot on Arman? It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a great one, actually, because that fight was so close the first time. So close. An extra 2 rounds? Fuck, man. Fuck, it would have been sick. And for Holloway, I think Saint Denis could be a good fight. I'm not convinced that Holloway is trash grappling. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and say I don't think he beat Pimlet, or he fucking starches Pimlet and makes his face look like mush. He beats Saint Denis. He beats Mauricio Rufi. He's going to beat a lot of these guys, man. He's going to beat a lot of these guys. But just fell short against Charles today, which was fucking awful to see, man. It's just the fact we've never seen Holloway get, you know, dismantled on the ground before. We've seen him lose to Volk kind of comfortably on the feet. But we'd never seen him lose like that. We'd never seen him get manhandled. We'd never seen him get mauled. Ah. Hurts, man. It hurts as a Holloway fan. I'm hurt. My heart hurts. But Caio Braujo versus Reinier de Ridder. Sloppy, poor, not fun. You know, Caio Braujo did what he had to do. ODR isn't great. Got a nice win against Bo Nickel and Kevin Holland. Probably would have lost to Fluffy. Anyone that loses to Brendan Allen, like I said, is unbettable. Unbettable. Bro, how can you lose to Brendan Allen? Especially, Brendan Allen hates winning. If you haven't seen the UFC, Brendan Allen hates winning. He hates when he's about to win. He's like, oh shit, let me just fuck this up real quick. He loves fucking himself up. And listen, Caio Braujo was kind of like one step behind Nasruddin Imavov. I don't think it was necessarily, you know, a whitewash when he fought him in France there a couple months ago. Whereas ODR just is too slow, too, you know, just shit. It's just shit. It makes you think, is Drickus really that good? Or did he just kind of beat against good styles and kind of old wash fighters like Izzy and Whitaker? I don't know. I won't say that, but I don't know, man. Middleweight's trash. Middleweight is fucking awful, to be honest with you. Middleweight's terrible. The fact that ODR was one of the top middleweights is extremely concerning, extremely worrying, and it's just trash, to be honest. No circumstances should ODR be competing in any sort of number 1 contender fight or top 5 contender fight. The fight was slow. The fight was just boring, lethargic, sloppy. Braujo did just a little bit more when he needed to kind of edge the rounds and things like that. Got a little bit more going on the feet. ODR just didn't look like he was in there. And, yeah, I wasn't impressed by either of those guys, to be honest with you. But Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. Pure grappling heavy approach. 8 significant strikes. 8 significant strikes in 15 minutes. Boring. Boring as fuck, man. It wasn't a great card at all. It wasn't a great card at all. Raul Rosas Jr.'s got decent grappling. I thought Rob Font might be able to pop the jab and things like that. Boring ass fucking fight. Boring. This card was kind of shit. And the fact that Holloway lost the way he did as well was kind of wank. So, yeah. Drew Dober. I'm telling you something. There's something about Drew Dober against Michael Johnson. He can't keep getting away with it. Anytime, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro. He just fucking knocks people out. Certain people. Fuck, bro. And I was like mad sus about this fight because Drew Dober. Bro, it's actually gas. Drew Dober just fucking KOs these, you know, people like. I just don't understand what Drew Dober's beef is. He just wants to hurt them. He just wants to hurt them. Drew Dober was specifically sus in this fight because just before the fight, he was like a plus 150 underdog and then turned to a minus 200 underdog to get like a second round TKO, which was extremely sus to me. And we've had so many betting scandals all of a sudden happen in the UFC, so. I picked Drew Dober, I believe. Michael Johnson's just unbettable. Always unbettable. But yeah, Drew Dober needs to be stopped, man. Drew Dober needs to be stopped. Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. You know, Gregory Rodriguez just knocked him out with one strike. Not much to say apart from his good performance. Absolutely blitzed him out with there. I was kind of in shock, to be honest with you, what I was seeing. But yeah, it was good. It was a good one from Gregory Rodriguez. The rest of the card, I know you can't see, but you know, Cody Garbrandt. Very weird fight. No more kids. Very weird fight. Very fucking weird fight. That was the strangest fight I think I've ever seen. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know, like, how do you describe that fight? Let me know down below. How would you describe that fight? Because that was such a weird fight. Dante Johnson versus Cody Brundage, and then the kind of rest of Ricky Torres. Trash, man. Trash. But the rest of the card was actually pretty good. Not. It was a dead card, let's be honest with you. We got the White House card announcement, which was cool. It just sucks to see Holloway lose like that. It really fucking does suck to see Holloway lose like that. At least Charles was like landing elbows, trying to progress positions, trying to get submission holds in. But apart from that, Holloway just looked second to none in there. All in all, it was disappointing to be a Holloway fan there Saturday night. We found out Saturday night. And it was heartbreaking. I really thought Holloway was going to win this one. I'd love to see Holloway versus Saint Denis next. I'd love to see Holloway versus Pimblett. But let me know what you think about this down below, boys. And thanks for watching.